How's it going, YouTube? It's Infinite here, coming at you with a ban list prediction video. I know, I haven't done a video in a few days because I've just been trying to calm down and relax and just, trying to work things out in my head as I go along. I'm going to be doing more videos. I'm going to be trying to do more. DevPro hasn't been working since I got my laptop, so it's a Windows 8, so I'm just trying to figure out how that works. And so far it hasn't been working. And I took it from my old computer and I put it down to this one, and all the pictures are kind of messed up, so I haven't been able to do that. So I will be doing a few more dueling network videos because that's how I'll be able to do it now, since I've got this laptop. But be that as it may, I'm going to try and keep downloading DevPro. I'm going to keep trying to download DevPro. But for now, that's just not how it works. Alright, so I'm going to go into my ban list prediction video. So keep in mind, this isn't the actual list. This is just my prediction on the video. We have Forbidden, 1 day of peace, Atlantean Dragoons, Gold Sarcophagus, Limit Removal, Final Countdown, and Macrocosmos. I say 1 day of peace as a pretty nasty card. It works a lot. It helps a lot of decks out. You know, it's consistent +1, and it helps. Actually, it's +2 because nobody takes any damage. And it's just a really good card in a lot of troll decks. Troll decks use it a lot. Atlantean Dragoons. Atlantean Dragoons is too good of a card because it allows you to get your, your level 7 Sea Serpent type monsters to your hand, or Deep Sea Diva, or anything like that. It just has to go. Marmels have to get hit. I'm sorry. Marmels are too good of a deck, and yeah. Gold Sarcophagus, I say Gold Sarcophagus needs to get hit because Dragon Rollers still use it, and a lot of other decks. And Gold Sarcophagus has been seeing a lot less play. I think Gold Sarcophagus needs to go. It just has to. Limit Removal. Limit Removal, I say Limit Removal needs to go because of the new, Cyber Dragon structure deck. All the machine decks, Mecha Phantom Beasts, they're all using Limit Removal because Limit Removal is basically an OTK win condition. And Limit Removal just has to go. Final Countdown, I say Final Countdown has to go because, Jackpot 7 is coming out, and Jackpot 7 and Final Countdown, they kind of go hand to hand, gotta happen. And Macrocosmos. Macrocosmos is better than Dimensional Fissure because it banishes just about everything. And Macrocosmos doesn't care about dragons, it doesn't care about that, and it's just a really good stun card for the most part. And it just has to go. I don't have anything against any cards on this list at all. I don't have anything against them. But to make a fair game, I think that's what needs to happen. Now let's go to my limited list. Brotherhood of the Firefist Dragon, Elemental Hero Stratos, Dragon's Ravine, Giant Trunade or Heavy Storm. I would say Giant Trunade more. Royal Oppression or Abyss Sphere. Let me go over reasons. Brotherhood of the Firefist Dragon is the key card in Firefist decks because you summon Dragon and you activate a Tenki or something and you get to search and you get to go plus. It's a good +1 card, and Firefist Dragon is just a really good card all around. Elemental Hero Stratos has to bring it back because of the new structure deck, and increase sales of the structure deck by bringing Stratos back. That will really help Konami as well. Dragon's Ravine at 1, I think at 1 it would be fine because, the new field spell setup is going to be, 1 field spell per person. And then if they pop that field spell, the dragons, they won't have that much power. So I say Dragon's Ravine at 1 would help a lot. Giant Trunade. We need Giant Trunade back because Giant Trunade will eventually stop artifacts. And it won't hurt artifacts too much because it'll just bounce everything back to the hand. Heavy Storm, no, because Giant Trunade is better and it'll just bounce everything back, and you'll be able to do your OTKs, you'll be able to do your setup, and you'll be able to reuse cards over again. Royal Oppression, I say Royal Oppression does need to come back for at least the format because we have too many cards that need to be stopped, and Royal Oppression for a 1 format would be great. Abyss Sphere at 1. I say we need to hit Abyss Sphere at 1 because Atlanteans are big. Atlantean decks are big. They are a really big deck, and Atlanteans do need to get hit, and mermales. I mean, more mermales. So Abyss Sphere at 1 would slow that deck down, not too much, but it will slow it down. Semi-limited. Inzektor Dragonfly. I've been seeing a lot of Inzektor players lately that would love to see Dragonfly back to 2, and I think Inzektor Dragonfly would be good. But let me go over the rest of the cards. Gladiator Beast, Bestari, Thunder King Rai-Oh, Wind-Up Magician, Upstart Goblin, Torrential Tribute, Compulsory Evacuation Device, and Reckless Greed. Those cards all need to come back. All those cards need to go to 2. Bestari because, you know, OCG has 2 Gladiator Beasts, and Gladiator Beasts really aren't really doing much, and they have had their time as one of the top tier decks of the past, and Gladiator Beasts are a good deck, and they do need to have more support. Just for a bigger variety of format. Thunder King Rai-Oh. Thunder King Rai-Oh at 2 would really help because nobody's really playing spellbooks anymore. Spellbooks, they are still a good deck, but they're not as played. I think if Thunder King was back at 2, it would help prevent a lot of anti-meta decks to help, stop Stratos decks. And I think Thunder King Rai-Oh is a very good card, especially against heroes. I think Thunder King would have a really good shot at coming back. Wind-Up Magician should come back to 2 because, Wind-Up Magician was a really good card. And I think at 2 it would just be fine. I think at 2 it would be really fine. Because a lot of players are playing the big decks, Mermales, Fire Fists, Dragons, that kind of thing. And I don't know if Wind-Up Magician wouldn't hinder that, but I think it would just be fine. Upstart Goblin and Reckless Greed, I'm going to put those 2 at the same time because Upstart Goblin and Reckless Greed because they're both a +1. They're an instant, just because they're downsides, it's another good draw card. It's a decent draw card, it helps a lot of decks, and basically just to tell Patrick Hoban to fuck himself because Upstart Goblin and Reckless Greed, those cards, everyone are playing them, and they need to be hit. Torrential Tribute and Compulsory 2, I say that would be fine because a lot of decks, you have that one stop special summon, that one card to pop back to the field. And there are a lot of decks that just get over these cards in that same way. Now, for Unlimited, I say Reborn Tengu needs to come back. I know Tenki will grab it out of the deck, I say at 3 because you never know when you're going to draw 2 of them, and you're just going to have that one dormant in the deck. And drawing 3 of them is really bad, and Reborn Tengu shouldn't be on the single list, or on the double list, and I think Reborn Tengu does need to come back. And Deprison. Deprison at 3 will help a lot of different decks, think about attacking or going into an attack. And if you have 3 Deprisons on the field, they're easy cards to get away, Mist Space Typhoon, Dust Tornado, that kind of stuff. They just pop them easily. Like Lila, the Lightsworn Sorceress, it'll just pop it. And you've got nothing to stop, Debris and Judgment Dragon. Judgment Dragon will just blow it off the field anyway, and then you just get swarmed by Judgment Dragon. There's no reason why this card should be at 2 anyway. Because even if you had 2 in your hand, they're both going to get popped off the field, and you're not going to be able to use them. So I think having a 3rd one or an extra one would be fine. So let me know what you guys think of my list. Let me go over it again. One Day of Peace, Atlantean Dragoons, Limit Removal, Final Countdown, and Macrocosmos as forbidden. Limited, we have Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Dragon, Elemental Stratos, Dragon's Ravine, Giant Trunade, Royal Oppression, and Abyss Sphere. I think I gave a pretty good list as to why they should be limited. Semi-limited, Inzektor Dragonfly, Gladiator Beast, Bestari, Thunder King Rai-Oh, Wind-Up Magician, Upstart Goblin, and Reckless Greed, Torrential Tribute, and Compulsory Evacuation Device. Those are at 2. Not at 2, but those are what I would think would be at 2. Unlimited, Reborn Tengu, and Dimensional Prison. What do you guys think of this list? And if you guys like this list, please leave a like and comment below what you think. And this is Infinite Lasers with the ban list prediction video, and signing out.